Hey, it's Tony with lidl.doodle. Thanks for stopping by my channel. I am going to have you help me pick an ink for this beauty. I picked this up at the Portland Pen Show or Pacific Northwest Pen Show a couple weeks ago, and I put an ink in it, and I'm going to show you which ink I put in it. But I'm not sure if I love that ink for this pen, and this is quickly becoming like my number 2 favorite pen of all time. And you know, if you've been around, you know I'm obsessed with primary manipulation from Jonathan Brooks, and I love this cool combination. And you guys, look at this. So the little dude who does the Ink-a-Pet at the pen shows, he does these little ink sample holders, and instead of using it for an ink sample holder, I'm putting my pen on it. How cute is that? And I love the color combination. So anyway, I have 7 inks that I'm gonna swatch and then hold this pen up to and see if I can't really just decide on the perfect ink for this pen. First up, though, I want to show 2 other things. You know, if you watched my other video, that we now have a 3D printer in our house, and I'm 3D printing everything. Or, I'm sorry, I'm sending things to my husband to 3D print. So he made me this little journal stand that fits my 2 ink journals perfectly on my desk, and I absolutely love that. And then he made me this super cool pen cup that I'm obsessed with. I love this ombre color. Okay, the other thing I just wanted to put out there, and I've said before, I don't ever want to come off as doing commercials for my husband and, well, I guess it's kind of my business too, of leather journal covers. But I know that Hobonichi is doing their drop, supposed to be early September, late August for their 2026 lineup. And I know that's a big time of year. We have been doing some custom orders for Hobonichis, and I just wanted to put it out there that personally, I have purchased the canvas Hobonichi covers directly from Hobonichi, and they haven't really held up as nicely as I would have liked them to. And if you are interested in a leather cover, consider, you know, a nice sturdy, not from us, but, you know, or from us, but a really nice sturdy cover for your Hobonichi. I am starting to make my plans for what my 2026 lineup is going to be, and kind of getting excited. I was trying to explain it to Doug, like, us planner ladies and gentlemen, we get a little hyped for you know, new drops and the upcoming season, and just how what an exciting time it is of the year when we start planning our next year's planner setup. So okay, back to the inks, and back to my beautiful pen that we are going to pick an ink for. First up on the list, I have Suncatcher from Birmingham Pen Co. This has a lot of blue in it. So the ink, this isn't the ink that I have in it, and I will show you in just a second what ink I do have in it. But this has got a lot of blue. That's the cool thing about this specific pour of the resin, is I feel like it really represents a lot of different color options. And maybe that's why I'm having such a hard time. Like, decision fatigue is a real thing, right? Okay, so putting some ink down with the pipette, doing a little smearing with my fountain pendulum spoon. And that is just that is a lovely blue. Really like that. Gonna have to clean that off my desk. All right, so this next color is the color I actually have in the pen. It is Robert Oster Free Spirit. I picked this one, I think you'll see why, because it has this, the base is a super vibrant blue, but the shimmer is purple and it's just a lovely ink. The reason why I'm struggling with it is the shimmer really isn't coming through with the nib that I have on here. I put my Pacific Northwest pen show exclusive from Pen Realm, and I ended up getting it in a fine because that was all they had left by the time I went over there and grabbed them. But the shimmer just really isn't coming through, and I feel like that's part of the magic of this ink. And not only that, the blue is a little bit lighter than I would like it to be for this pen. And I will do the writing sample here with this pen so you can see what I mean. And if you have not seen the show nib, that's what it was a rose. And for being a fine nib, it puts down plenty of ink. I'm not disappointed in that at all. I just feel like I want the shimmer to come through a little bit more. The next ink I pulled for this is Sailor Manyo Hinoki. It's a dual shading ink, and I felt like with the blues and the purples, this was kind of a fun ink to show the range of colors, just like how the pen has such a nice range of colors. I wonder if I'm going to have enough room on my page. I didn't map this out like I probably should have. Someday I'll learn my lesson about that. I feel like I'm always saying that in every video. I forgot to map this out. So this has more kind of a stormy blue-gray purple look to it. And because it's a dual shading, it will have some areas that are a little more purple or blue. And this ink is a favorite in our house. Like I have a lot of inks, and so I don't run out of a lot of inks. But this one, I'm like, I don't think it shows, but I'm already like halfway through this bottle. It's definitely a favorite. Okay, here is a Sailor Shikiori ink that I do not have the name for this specific one right at my fingertips, so I'm going to have to add that on. I've got it written down on another page in here. I felt like this one kind of captured like the mauve, pinky purple of the pen. It's going to be really hard to decide. I love all of these colors, and I love this pen so much. Oh, interesting. I can already see the Sailor ink kind of bleeding on this paper. I've been really happy with the Nemosine paper and how it's handled all of the different inks and abuse that I give it, but I have noticed there's been a few inks lately that have been feathering on there. Okay, there's no way I'm going to get 3 more lines on here. Oh well. The next one I grabbed was Lullaby from Inkvent. Oh, you know what? I don't even think I'm going to give this one a try. It's a pretty purple, but as I'm looking at how much I have left of it, I wouldn't even have enough to do a fill. So we're going to skip that one. Maybe then I'll have enough room. Let's look at Lampshade from Birmingham Pen Co. That's interesting. I didn't realize I've used so much of that Lullaby. It could have been one that I took to school and did some ink monsters or something with. So this is kind of a grayish lavender. All right, last one for the pick. I've got Marley from Diamine Inkvent. So I tried to pick like a couple of blue, a couple of the maroon, a couple of purple, just because this pen has so much going on with it. And the fun thing is, I mean, I can obviously swap it out, just like I'm maybe going to do with the Free Spirit. Gonna definitely need to have a cleanup crew here on my desk after this. I am making a mess. Oh, look at that, is feathering really bad too. That is a bummer. And once these dry, I will lay my pen on it and we will look at these up close. Okay, let's take a look at these up close. And then we'll put the pen next to it. So there's Suncatcher, really lovely blue with kind of a reddish pink shading there. Then there's Free Spirit. That's what I have in there currently, which I really do like because it's got this super cool purple shimmer. There is the Sailor Manyo Hinoki with some great dual shading. Sailor Shikiori, and I am just feeling really bummed about the feathering of those writing samples, you guys. Maybe I just had too much ink on my nib. There is Birmingham Penco Lampshade. And then finally there is Diamine Marley. Okay, so let's get this pen up here in this business. So here is the inspiration for Suncatcher, right? Just deep blue. Then we move to the Free Spirit, and it's really this kind of ribbon of just this bright blue, and there's some bright blue here, in addition to just this fun purple. That's the shimmer. The Hinoki, it's just kind of like the pen. I mean, it's a little bit of everything in there. The Shikiori, I feel like, is kind of drawing from right here, right through here, and down here in this purple. The Lampshade, I feel like that's just a lot of the purple kind of throughout. It's really pulling, and then kind of the same thing with the Marley. And then I did not show you, sorry, the grip there. So I'm really torn because I kind of like all of them. And like I said, obviously I can switch it out as often as I want to. But I've been kind of unsure about the Robert Oster, so I thought I would take it to the internet and see what thoughts are out there for the best color choice. Maybe I run the Free Spirit through it and finish all the ink that's in there in the cartridge, and then I swap it out. What would the best option be for my next choice? So let me know what you think, or if you know of a different ink that you're like, oh my gosh, get this, check it out, pop it in the comments, because I will happily snag a sample of something somewhere to try out a different color, because this is definitely a pen that's going to be probably like daily writer for quite some time, because I absolutely love it. And the more I turn this and I look at all the different colors, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't decide. Help me. Okay, so there are 6 inks that might work for this. Tell me what you think. And if you stuck around this long, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.